What is going on, guys? Victor here, back with another video. I have never been more excited to open up a box than the box that is right in front of me for several reasons. Number one, there are some badass reels inside here, but it is so much more than monetary value. It is the culmination of a lot of hard work just to see how far this channel has come and to allow me to put myself in a position to be able to open up a box such as this one. For some of you who have seen the Insta story, you guys know exactly what's in here, but let's open it up and you guys will find out. Here's how I'm going to structure this video. Number one, we are going to go through the sponsorship, how it came to be. And then secondly, we're going to go through unbox, obviously, because it's an unboxing video. There's a lot of companies I could have approached that would have been a lot easier. I didn't want to just fish any free product that came my way. I wanted to fish the things that I wanted to fish, the things that I believe in, which are these workhorse machines right here. You guys have seen, any longtime subscriber knows, I believe in Avets. I fished Avets. It took a lot of phone calls. It took a lot of emails and just finding the right person to talk to. And this is where I got introduced. Josh from J&H, who actually helped me get these reels on the table. Josh owns a tackle shop up in the Northeast who has a very big e-commerce presence. And now the difference between Josh and someone like a giant, corporate website like Tackle Direct is Josh is personable. He answers every single email, question, comment on YouTube. He's not gonna blow someone off, so his customer service is up here. You get the mom and pop feel of a tackle shop, but he's so much bigger than a mom and pop tackle shop. The most unique thing about Josh and what really separates him from any other tackle shop is the fact that he has a reel review online, on YouTube, on his channel for almost anything you guys could possibly imagine, including Avets, Daiwas, Shimano's, all sorts of reels, which is really helpful because I know I've watched them personally in the past. Because when you're buying something online, especially that you've never felt before, it's nice to see someone's hands to kind of gauge the size of the reel, how smooth it is. He talks about it. He has decades of experience in the industry, so check out his channel as well. All of his links will be in the description box below, but I had to give a big thank you because he was a big part of this and helped me get the connections I needed to in the fishing industry to make these bad boys happen right here. The first two reels I'm going to unbox for you guys are these Avet 30s. These are not 30 wides. These are the 30 narrow. Now, we got the matching set of green Avet 30s in 2-speed, and the number one thing I really wanted these for and to use is to catch yellowfin tuna in the Bahamas this spring and summer. My friends have always done it. I've seen the pictures, I've seen the videos, and it's something I want to share with you guys. It's something I want to experience for myself, catching these 30 to 80 pound yellowfin tuna, and these are going to be the perfect setup. They are light enough to where you can fish them comfortably without a harness. You could put them in the rod holder, you can put them on a bent butt, straight butt, load them up with 80 or 100 pound braid. They're gonna hold a ton of line. Nothing should ever spool you on this. Guys use them for smaller bluefin, for bigger yellowfin on the west coast, Louisiana. You could also substitute and troll these for planers. You could high-speed wahoo troll with these. These are such a versatile reel offshore. Another thing these reels are gonna be perfect for is dropping down on wrecks, whether it be cobia, big muttons, grouper, and AJs. We're gonna drop some big baits on these 30s, and they're, a little bit more comfortable to fish than a 50. You can hold a 50 in your hand, but a 30 is far more comfortable as far as being able to fight it stand up and, without a harness on. Avets are bulletproof reels. They're made in the USA. That is why I like them so much as well. And, they started out catering to tuna fishermen, and tuna tackle has to be top of the line because tuna put a beating on some tackle. Very, very crucial too for a 30, 50, or 80 size reel to have a 2-speed option, which you can see on this Avet, because sometimes you need to be in high gear to really catch up to the fish, and then in low gear, especially when fighting tuna from down deep, because you need to really winch them in and you need a torque. You can't be in a high gear, and that's what's nice about these 2-speed Avets is you do have that low gear option. They put out a ton of drag, and you guys can get them in almost any color you want, which I think is really neat about Avet, and I'm surprised other companies have not really caught on to it yet. Listen to the sound of this menacing clicker too. This thing means business. Moving on to the next two set of reels, we're gonna go with these guys right here, which are the JX Raptors in 2-speed. Let me tell you guys a little bit about the whole Raptor series. So this is a JX size reel, which is equivalent to like a 4.0. This would be a narrow 4.0. So this is a Raptor. They also make a JX G2. They also make a JX Classic series, which they started out with. The JX Classic series puts out around 20 pounds of drag at the top end of the range, whereas the G2 puts out 28 pounds, and this reel an incredible 38 pounds. So not necessarily, you know, the Classic, the G2 versus the Raptor, not one is better than the other. It's just, what do you want to fish it for? And that's why a lot of people blow up reels, because they're not fishing the line that is meant for that particular reel. So for this particular reel, and why I got it, you know, you could fish anything from 50 to 80 pound braid comfortably. You know, I'm gonna be fishing this reel with about 25 to 30 pounds of drag, where you're not getting anywhere near that top end of the range, so I'm not gonna risk blowing it up. And I want this reel to jig for amberjacks with, as well as if I do go to the West Coast and I get to go on those long range trips, you know, casting for yellowtail, casting for yellowfin tuna, and this reel could even tackle the yellowfin tuna in the Bahamas because it puts out that much drag, and it's gonna hold a ton of 80 pound braid, which I plan on putting on. So I am super stoked to get tight on some big amberjacks, big tuna this spring and summer with this reel. You got the magnetic cast control here, and it also is a 2-speed reel, and once again, that is very important, especially for species such as tuna, because you need to be in high gear to catch up to them and to work your lure, and then to really, the majority of the fight, you're gonna be in low gear because you're winching them up. You know, tuna really like to dig deep and do those death rolls, and you really gotta winch them up, and that's where that low gear, that torque comes into play. And these reels are just so badass, guys. They just feel bulletproof. And we got 2 of them. Next thing we got going on is this JX G2 in blue. This is one drag output class lower than the Raptor, like I told you guys, not in terms of quality, just in terms of drag output. So this is around 28 pounds in full, 21 pounds in strike, and it is just one sexy looking reel. You have the 2-speed option right here. You have 6-to-1 in high, 3-to-1 I believe, or 3-2-to-1 in low. Super smooth reels. They just scream durability. I actually have an Avet back there, a pink MXL that I've been fishing for 10 years now, and it's still going strong, and I can guarantee you all of these reels will be going strong for decades to come. So at the top end, this JX G2 puts out 28 pounds of drag in full, 21 pounds in strike. So some things that I'm gonna be using this for, and some things you guys could use it for: a little bit of a lighter jigging reel, anywhere from 40 to 65 pound braid. Definitely gonna be the go-to snook reel this summer. Another species of fish I really wanna use this for is all bottom fish, in particular muttons. This is gonna be a mutton killer because you do get a little bit more drag because it is a G2, so you're really able to stop fish in their tracks, pull them up off the bottom. You can really winch them up off as well because you have that 2-speed option, like I said, and it holds a ton of line. I'm gonna load it up with 50 pound. You could also jig with this. It's just such a versatile reel. And one reason I really like this JX series, as you guys see, I got the JX Raptor there and then the JX G2, is because if you look right here, if you do plan on casting it, you know I have a peer audience. If you guys plan on casting it, it is a lot more comfortable to number 1, level wind this reel, and number 2, just to cast it. It just feels good in your hand. And I don't have that big of hands, and it's just nice in your hand. Now we got the blue Avet LX 6-to-1 gear ratio reel. I got a set of 3, mainly for kite fishing, but also for live baiting. And the reason I recommend it is because you have a higher gear ratio. You have the 6-to-1, which is perfect for sailfish, perfect for kingfish, perfect for trolling, perfect for kite fishing. You don't need a 2-speed option. You can chase fish down offshore. Could also use it for bottom fishing, but I mainly got it as a live bait reel. This is gonna be, you know, the drifting reel with gogs, with pilchards, put a bait down deep, put it on the kite, and all of that stuff. I get asked so many questions about gear, guys, and a recurring one is, you know, just the overall best reel for offshore fishing, and it's this right here because it will allow you to do so many things. The fact that it is a higher gear ratio will allow you to kite fish, live bait with it, catch up to whatever you need to. You can bottom fish with it, you can slow troll, you can troll. Anything you could really imagine you can do with this reel right here, with the exception of a few things. And it honestly is the best bang for your buck. They're bulletproof reels. And I'm not just blowing smoke because you guys have seen me fish my Avets for years and years now. That is a wrap, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and all of the reels seen in this video will be posted in the description box below, as well as future videos to come. And you guys can find all of these reels at jnh.com, which will also be in the description box below. Huge shout out to Josh once again. And if you are interested in purchasing them, have any questions or comments, feel free to message Josh or myself. And don't forget, guys, if you sign up for his newsletter, you get 10% off your first purchase. which could be one of these beautiful reels right here. Without you guys watching my videos and just helping me support my dreams, none of this would be a reality. So we're gonna kill it in 2018. I cannot wait to catch some giant fish on these reels, all thanks to you guys. I'll be seeing all you guys, my land sharks, in that next video.